You want to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month online? Well, this is my client, Clara. Clara went from working at a cafe for $15 an hour, working 8-hour long shifts, scraping only 2 to 3K per month, wanting to travel and having that location and time freedom that she's always been wanting to, and feeling like she was meant for more, to making $5,000 in her first 30 days of working with us, even hitting a record week of $3,139 in a single week. Now, everyone wants to do the same, but not everyone achieves that goal. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly what Clara did wrong and exactly what Clara did right to be able to go from a low-paying cafe job to making $5,000 in sales in a single month, in her first month, with zero previous experience. So you can just copy her and double down on what worked exactly for her and ultimately avoid the mistakes that she went through in her journey to accelerate you from getting to your goals quicker. So firstly, let's go over through the things that Clara did wrong. The first thing is procrastination and also opportunity cost. We'll get into the opportunity cost a little later, but Clara was skeptical of joining our program at first and decided to think about it for 2 whole months. You know, she was scared, she was worried if she was gonna get scammed, which is totally understandable. However, Clara knew that she needed to make a change in her life to change the trajectory of her life of where she was going. So now let's break down how much Clara lost in opportunity costs from procrastinating. Okay, so Clara made $5,000 in her first month dropshipping on Etsy with our program. So if she made $5,000 her first month with Etsy dropshipping and she procrastinated for 2 months, 5,000 times 2 equals $10,000 wasted in opportunity costs that she lost. So in those 2 months, she could have been making money off her laptop just because she waited too long to begin. Now, the second thing that was holding her back was fear. So Clara at first didn't want to invest into a mentor because it was a waste of money. So she tried to build her own e-commerce stores by watching free YouTube videos without the correct guidance that she was looking for. Now, all these free YouTube video guides that she was watching ended up leading her nowhere, and she was in the exact same position 2 months after, which means Clara wasted 2 months of her time and energy when she could have been putting that time and energy into her Etsy stores with the correct guidance, which would have got her much further than just some YouTube videos. Clara spent hours each and every single day researching, watching YouTube videos, but didn't see any results due to the wrong guidance. All because she was too scared to invest her hard-earned money from her job into her knowledge to learn the skill of dropshipping. Now we have that out of the way, let's go into what Clara did correct. So, the first thing that Clara did right was taking the first step. Now, I know it does sound cliche, she took 2 months to take her first step. However, more importantly, she took her first step. Clara came to a pivotal realization. If she wanted to change her direction in life, and where she was heading, she had to change the decisions that she was making. Deep down, Clara knew that continuing on the same path would have left her unfulfilled, which would have never led to an outcome that she truly desired for herself. Whether it was going through our program or another opportunity that she might have had, Clara understood that achieving a new level of success would require her to be stepping out of her comfort zone and making a bold move. So, Clara did exactly that. By choosing growth over complacency, she took control of her future and began building a life that aligned with her true goals. So now let's go into the second thing that Clara did right. Clara understood the fundamental laws of e-commerce, which is input equals output, which means she recognized the results that she was going to see was directly proportional to the time, effort, and resources that she was willing to invest into herself. So with that mindset, Clara poured her energy, her time, and her commitment into mastering Etsy dropshipping. So rather than treating it like just a side hobby, she actually approached it with intention, discipline, knowing that consistent input would inevitably lead to consistent results. Now, the third thing that Clara did right was consistency. So Clara understood that putting in the work would inevitably lead to results, but she also knew that success also doesn't happen overnight. So Clara accepted that in the early stages, there would be little to no visible payoff. So instead of letting that discourage her, she focused on staying consistent, committed to the daily process, such as, her daily product research, her daily listings, and taking intentional action each day. So even without seeing immediate results, Clara just trusted the process. So that discipline and consistency is exactly what Clara needed for her to succeed and gain momentum and start seeing success much quicker than most. So she proved that the compounding effect with consistent growth, even when it feels like nothing is happening, it is what truly drives rapid growth. So these are the core things that Clara did to allow her to make $5,000 in her first month with Etsy dropshipping. So the key takeaways in this video are, if you want to achieve the same results that Clara did, make sure that you don't procrastinate and you don't wait, because think about the opportunity cost that it could be costing you, and making sure that you're learning from a mentor, so someone who has already done the path that you wanted to go. And this will get you to your goals much quicker than just watching some random free YouTube video tutorials, which is most likely just gonna get you in the same position 2 months down the line. So it's also important to stay consistent and disciplined and go all in. Don't treat it as a side job or a side hustle. If you really want to be changing your life, you have to be making sacrifices and putting effort in to what you want to be achieving. So if you haven't seen success in the online space yet, it's one of two things. So it's one, you haven't been committing to something, or two, you haven't been taking that first step. As long as you take these two first steps, it's inevitable you'll seek success in the online space, whether it's drop shipping or crypto or starting your own business or a coaching program. You will see success if you stick to these 2 points. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, comment, and like, because I will be posting a lot more videos about Etsy dropshipping and just giving you guys some free game and value. So make sure to drop a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.